Hi and welcome to the Happiness Safari podcast. My name is Nadine, I'm your host and a Bikram yoga travel teacher and happiness life coach. And I help people to live their life of their dreams. The Happiness Safari podcast is here to inspire you to live a happier life for yourself and the people around you, because happiness starts with you. Today on the podcast, I speak to Andrea from Germany. She has left the comfort of her home and gave up her old life 2 years ago to travel with her husband and their 3 kids in a camper van through Europe. The outside journey also became a journey to herself, a journey to happiness and fulfillment. We speak about the struggles and challenges of traveling together as a family and what happened before they decided to sell all their belongings and started traveling. From today's episode, you will learn how to leave your life behind and travel with your family, that you don't need as much as you think, why nature can give you more happiness than a house, how traveling can bring you closer together with your loved ones, how to follow your heart, how to live in a tent or camper van with your husband and 3 kids, how to slow down, and how to take time for yourself even though you're very close to your loved ones. I hope this interview is inspiring you and I hope you enjoy the episode. Hello and welcome to the Happiness Safari podcast. Today I'm talking to lovely Andrea. Andrea is together with her husband traveling already 1 year in a camper van, and right now they are in Portugal. I'm so happy to have you here. How are you today?
Hi, dear Nadine. Yeah, I'm very fine. Thank you very much. Thanks for your invitation. My name is Andrea. I'm traveling with my husband and our 3 kids and a dog.
Wow.
We started about 1 year ago, and from Germany, traveling to first station was in Portugal already. We stayed there for the first 3 months and tested a life in a camper van.
Wow. And how, sorry, I actually completely left out the 3 kids and the dog, but how was that moment, or what happened before that? You were, I guess, in Germany living your life and having a job, and I don't know if your kids are aware already in school or still in kindergarten, and then you just decided to leave, basically. How did that happen?
It was a long process. I guess it started 2 years before we went traveling. My wish was, when I was a child, to see the world and to travel, to know other people and to see more. And I started talking with my husband to leave and just traveling and have a look the world with our kids. And it was important for me to show the kids the world.
Yeah.
So we lived in Germany in a very small town, had a beautiful and a lucky life, but a small life. So we started with working in the morning, and our elder daughter goes to school. The boys, the younger boys, spend with me the day at home, and my husband comes from work in the evening at 6. So that was our day every day. And I just wanted to see more and to have more adventures in my life.
Wow, I think many people want that, actually, but then not many people really follow that dream or do that. And especially I hear that so often when people have kids, they are like, no, I cannot do it. And I cannot, maybe take them out of their rhythm or the school or, their friend circles, or probably scared, but maybe also finding like excuses why it's not possible. So I think it was very brave of you in the first place that you left and you did it. And also, but then, so what happened? Was there a day where you were sitting together at dinner and you were like, okay, now we have to go? Or did you speak about it like many times and then one day you were like, okay, this is what we're doing?
My husband was not very amused to leave all his life behind and his he had a very secure life. He felt like this.
Yeah.
I said, okay, in summer we can spend the whole summer. We can spend all the summer in a tent and just traveling through Germany to see what happens. And when we came home after summer, spending in our tent, we came home and just stand in our house, and everybody of us, also the smallest kid, and we stand there and say, oh, what we are doing here, and what are the things we have we don't need. We just need a very small package to live, and a tent is already enough.
Wow.
And
you lived in one tent with your 3 children also?
No. The elder one sleep in the car.
Okay. Okay.
But we had just so much fun in nature. The kids played only in nature. They don't need any things to play, just the wood. And that was the reason.
That's actually really super inspiring. And I think, again, there are so many things we think we need and we think they make us happy. And I think we are trying to kind of buy happiness by trying more things, and also trying, to like buy the nicest couch and, like the most comfortable car and having all these things. But honestly, I think many people can relate that we always feel that there's something missing. And then actually going back to like the simple life and back to the roots and back to nature, that actually makes us much happier, I guess. That's what you were saying, right? You were much happier when you were living in a tent or spending the summer in a tent than when you came back to your house where you had all this comfort.
Yeah. Indeed. And it is, we sell our house then and had it full with things. And we leave all behind. That means we sell, and we sell everything we had. And in our opinion, it was like the more you give up, the more lucky we are. It's not to collect the things and you are lucky. It's more to give it. Yeah.
Wow. No, definitely. Because I guess there is a Marie Kondo method as well to just get rid of things. But I've personally done the same thing, right? And not with kids. So I can only imagine how much stuff you must have had in a house. I just had an apartment where I was selling everything. But for example, like I had so many clothes, like full, of clothes and shoes and stuff. And then I gave it all away to friends and donated to charity and, some things I was selling. And now like for 2 years, I'm living from like a backpack and the things I have in there. And it's really enough. Also, I feel it kind of frees you from making like the choices. Before, when I looked at my clothes in the morning, and then I had, I don't know, I was a little bit crazy. I had like 20 pair of jeans, for example, just jeans. Because I don't know, like maybe I lost and gained weight sometimes, so I kept everything. But then all these choices in the morning, like of so many different things to choose. And now, it's like practical. I have, one jeans, one leggings, one dress, and, a couple of t-shirts, and that's like all you need. And that, frees you in a way. Okay. And so you were all on board, basically. So you said, for people listening, as like a strategy, you had the idea, you had the dream, and then you basically tried the life for a couple of weeks by keeping everything, but just going for camping. And when you came back, you all were on the same page. When you came back to your house, you said you and the kids and your husband, you were all, okay, we actually don't want to stay here. The best thing is we go traveling. Okay. So you tested your decision before you made a very life-changing decision, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then out of curiosity, did your husband quit his job, or is he working remotely, or how?
He quit.
He quit. Okay.
And his chef was very surprised and had some
concerns.
yeah, to do it with our family, with a bit money and the camper van as our home.
Yeah.
But we did it, and we never regret it. Never.
Wow.
It was all the things we have seen or we've traveled through, people we met, was not planned already. We had a plan before traveling, but we very different.
That's always like that when you're traveling, I guess. What was the most different from what you expected or what you have planned? Like, how did your plans change?
Oh, we just wanted traveling more fast or faster. To see everything. We wanted to see everything in 1 year. But no chance with kids, and it's just too
exhausting.
To see many places in fast way. Yeah. So started to traveling slowly and
spending more time.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. But that's also like a learning, right? Because that's a question I like to ask, is like, you thought, I mean, you wanted to see a lot of things, so you probably thought that would make you happy to see it all very quickly, but then it actually turned out as differently. So sometimes what we expect, what makes us happy, is not what really makes us happy. Can you relate? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, we started more slowly because we just recognize it's also starting an inner journey. Every time when we moved with our camper van, our inner journey begins. And so we had to make more breaks and stay on one place and not leaving after 1 or 2 days. Just stay there. We had a time in Spain in last spring. We were in one place for, I guess, 2 months only. To just a bit like make holidays from our journey, and also from our inner journey. So it has to settle down a bit. We had to,
Yeah, I can relate to that too, because when I travel a lot, like now, I did the last 2 months in Peru, and I was never longer anywhere than maybe 2 weeks also. 2 weeks. The packing and leaving and going to new places, and you have to find your way around and finding supermarkets and where everything is. And then I notice when I travel the most, then I need some breaks, and I'm looking forward to the time when I'm just spending some time at one place to kind of settle down. But so you mentioned your inner journey, and I guess that's why often we start our outer journey is also for the inner journey. What was your biggest learning now in 1 year traveling with your family?
That's a good question. Why? Because we had so much learnings. we had so much transformation for us, for the family, for each of us, and as a family. I can start with my husband and I, we have now another,
or a deeper relationship?
yeah, more deep. We recognize that we are soulmates. So in our life in Germany, we just had only a bit of conversation each day because he was working and he had a lot of other stuff in his head. So yeah, we are more deep as a family. The kids have their father all day. Yeah.
Wow. And what was your biggest challenge in that time?
That was also the biggest challenge. To have him, to have my husband and the children have their father all day, because we didn't know this life before. Yeah, and yeah, that was the biggest challenge.
I can imagine. And how do you overcome that? Do you take time for yourself, or do you take time apart, or how do you find the space in like a very small space with 5 people for yourself?
Okay. Yeah. Or we have each of us have time for himself. We just, in a camper van, it's small, but we just sleep here. The most of the time we spend in nature. And the camper van is or we are traveling through nature mostly. So it's easy to find a place for myself. To think about things and to make some meditation or to journal each morning.
Nice. Yeah. And what would you recommend people like you, like your husband, especially in Germany with the social security system, and when people feel like they have a safe job and a safe life and everything is secure, like if they have that dream as well and they maybe want to travel in any way, or maybe change their life in any way, what would you recommend them?
Yeah, just go the first step. I know from other families we know and friends that they are afraid to go the first steps. But you have to go the first step. And then also when you have no idea what you're doing next, but when you go the first step or the second step, the doors will open. So that was our learning, also learning, and you have to go for it.
Yeah. And how do you feel now? Do you feel actually happier than you were a year ago?
Yes, indeed. But it's another life. I think we can't compare it. Yeah, when you're happy in your house with your garden, with your neighbor, and the schools of the kids, you can be happy, and it's another life we are living now. But we are very happy. We are happy to follow our heart.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And what are your plans? Are you planning to travel for longer or forever, or did you have a time like you do 1 year or 2 years and then you come back?
We have no plan.
Nice.
We have no plan at all. We at the moment we love traveling. We love to meet people, to see different nature, different countries. So next year it still be here, but we are traveling.
Yeah, nice. Okay, well, thank you so much for sharing the super inspiring story. And at the end, I always ask the same 3 questions. So
Okay.
number 1 is, what does happiness mean to you?
Happiness is when you listen to your heart and follow it straight.
Very good. And what do you do to be happy?
I listen to my inner voice, what to do next. And we are living our happy life. So, and we follow.
Nice. And so I guess you had many, but what was the happiest moment in your life?
Yeah, well, when you're a mom, when you're a mother, the happiest moments of your life is the birth of each of the children, of course. That's the answer. Since 1 year, we are happy to live this life we have now. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Is there any book you would recommend? Maybe, don't know if you have time to read in the van, or but any book which really inspired you in your life you would like to recommend?
Wow, I have many books. I have many books. So before we started the journey, I read John Strilecki. Yeah. And
the Y Cafe.
Yeah.
Das Café am Rande der Welt. Yeah.
Genau. Yeah.
Nice.
I gave it to my husband. Please read it. No, it was the game changer for him, this book.
Wow. That's crazy, because this book, so if you're listening and you don't know John Strilecki, he's also one of my favorite authors. And his first book, I believe, was The Y Cafe. And I got that as a gift, I think, 4 years ago, just when I came back from my yoga teacher training. And I read it, and I think that also changed everything for me, because he's asking the question, why are you here? And he's saying, what's kind of the goal of your existence? And he says also, when you ask yourself this question, from then on, your life will change. You cannot not change, because you will ask yourself once and you will keep asking yourself, and you're basically trying to find the answers. And with every conversation you're having, it will lead you to a different life. It will lead you to why you are actually here. And it really did that for me as well. So it started my journey, and it started your journey, basically. Yeah. So yes. I also highly recommend that. I will put it in the show notes for everybody to find in English and in German.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice. Wow.
Love it.
Wow.
We love it. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Andrea. So lovely to talk to you. And also, just for everybody who's listening, you really stepped out your comfort zone doing this interview in English, and I really appreciate that. And I do think you're a great inspiration in so many ways. Yeah, and I just wish you a wonderful journey, inner and outer journey with your family, and all the best for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for your patience with my English. I had a blast. Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. After the interview, Andrea told me something I wanted to share with you. A couple of months into their journey through Europe in the camper van, her 7-year-old son hugged her and told her, "Thank you, Mommy, that you've done this for us." I think that's so incredibly sweet, and so I wanted to share it with you. Andrea and her husband also accompany other families to find their way to themselves with the help of human design, to encourage them and show them that everything is possible and everybody is good the way they are. So if you want to learn more about them, their journey, or human design, I will put all the links in the show notes for you. I'm always so happy and deeply grateful for your ratings and reviews. So if you like the podcast, please share it, rate it, and subscribe. And if you have 2 minutes, hop over to my Instagram at @NadineAnneYoga and let me know the one thing you take away for yourself from this episode. Maybe you thought of traveling and you had some limiting beliefs holding you back, and the interview with Andrea inspired you and gave you some new ideas. So please let me know. And today, as always, a short poem for you. And it's called As I Walk with Beauty. As I walk, the universe is walking with me. In beauty, it walks before me. In beauty, it walks behind me. In beauty, it walks below me. In beauty, it walks above me. Beauty is on every side. As I walk with beauty. I wish you a wonderful day wherever in the world you are, and I see and hear you again here next week. Love and namaste.